Sometimes it is required that we need to ignore the filter context. I'll give you an example. Here, let me first delete everything and let me just put in the, let's say, country, right? And number of orders in values, correct? So what we are getting over here, that in Australia there are total number of orders 6060 that we have received so far. Now this is fine, but I would like to know the percentage contribution by Australia in overall order received. So it is supposed to be 6060 divided by 25,164, right? Now let us virtually understand it first. If this is the case, and if I create a measure, now how to create a measure, I'll simply go over here and I'll simply say percentage of order contribution, right? And how I am going to say it is basically this particular number 6060 for Australia divided by the total. So actually it is total number of orders divided by total number of orders, right? I know it is not, logically it is something that we need, but again it is also not making sense because the numerator is also total number of orders and denominator is also total number of orders. The only difference over here is that in the numerator you want it to entertain the filter context. It means the moment you drag and drop it into the visualization, it should see which country it is actually talking about, and based on that country it will change the numerator, but it should keep the denominator static. It means that it should not entertain the filter context, right? Now the question you should ask me, that how is it possible, is it really possible that we can make something ignore the filter context? I would say yes. Okay, so first let us calculate that. Means let us calculate the denominator first, and I would say percentage of all orders. Okay, percentage of all orders, or I'll simply say all orders, simply all orders, because I need to calculate the total number of orders, but that something should not entertain the filter context, right? So calculate, very interesting, calculate, and it's going to be total number of orders. What is going to be the filter? Now filter is something that ignores the filter context, and here I'm going to use one of the most useful function in Power BI, that is going to be all. You can see returns all the rows in a table or all the values in a column, ignoring any filters that might have been applied, right? So I would say all of what? I would say all of the sales table. All of the sales table. It should not ignore any order. I would say all of the sales table entirely. I'll close down the bracket here and enter. Now I'll show you something. Let me just drop it. We are not done so far, but I'm just going to show you. If I drop this all orders over here, it will show me all the orders, and you can see it is not entertaining the filter context. It is not getting filtered based on the country which is mentioned in front of it. It is just the overall values that we are getting. Clear? Now how to make sure that it should entertain the filter context? In that case, we have already done, and now we need to calculate the percentage contribution to the orders, right? So I would say new measure, and percentage of all orders, right? And that's going to be, remember the divide function I've discussed with you. Divide, numerator is total number of orders, comma, denominator is all orders. That denominator won't change, comma, alternate result. If you want to put something, I would say 0, right? I'll close down the bracket, enter. So numerator is total number of orders divided by all the orders. It should not entertain the filter context. Now I'll drag and drop it into the visualization. And now you'll notice, yes, we are getting the contribution of that order in the overall order or number of orders. And one more thing, you can format this into percentage. How? Keep that measure selected, and under the measure tools on the left hand side, you have the percentage icon. So once you click, this will get converted into the percentages, right? Okay, so we got the percentage of all orders. You can also calculate percentage of all returns. If you want to do it, you can simply pause the video right away, and else I'm going to just explain it over here, right? And before I calculate the same, let me also put the returns. Return, total order, return quantity we have. So let me go with this return quantity this time. It is not going to be number of returns, but return quantity. I'll drop it over here. And now, first of all, I need to calculate the all return quantity. It means it should not entertain the filter context. So I'll come over here and I'm creating a new measure in the name of all return quantity, right? Which is calculate and return quantity, but all of the returns table, the entire returns table. It should not ignore any row, correct? So this way we will be getting the overall return quantity. It should keep on showing us the entire return quantity every time. Now I will be creating another measure, which is percentage contribution to the return quantity. Percentage of return quantity. I haven't write that function yet. So equals to divide function we're going to use, and numerator is going to be the return quantity, total return quantity, comma, all return quantity, comma, I'll put 0. Correct? And let it just do it, and I'll just check it so that it will become part of the visualization, and I'll simply put this percentage symbol. So I hope that so far you are getting all these things. So far now you are getting some confidence in writing the DEX functions, right? Few more DEX functions left. Thank you so much.